Hi guys, welcome to Negre 86. My name is Isaiah, and today we're going to be talking about Forever and a Day by Anthony Horowitz. The novel is set during 1950 against the backdrop of the brutal underworld of the French Riviera and serves as a prequel to Ian Fleming's 1953 book Casino Royale. Classic. So 007 dies investigating a Corsican drug underworld as he is found with multiple bullet wounds, and M has no other choice but to recruit someone that's in the training program of the 00 section named James Bond. He is currently in Sweden killing a double agent working for the Nazis with a huge knife. The description is awesome. Bond meets the office staff, I can never say this name, Ponsonby, and is tasked with taking up where 007 left off. This is his comrade, his friend, he even states in the book. And M asks, what number do you want? And Bond says, I'll keep 007 in memory of him. Kind of cool. Retcon maybe? So then Bond is in Nice, picking up where he left off. He goes to his friend's apartment and he meets Griffith, a shady CIA agent with the same task maybe, and he gets knowledge of Madame 16, a really cool person, sophisticated. He chops it up with her at the casino in Monte Carlo, where he, in Bond's accord, he outsmarts her and wins all her money. She's pissed. They go to the bar, drink, and they kind of hit it off from there. And he learns and wants to know why she was seen with this notorious French gangster hustler Jean-Paul Scipio. A lot of questions, a lot of drinks, a lot of kissing. This is Bond by himself going to the company to investigate, but is soon uncovered and taken by Scipio. The infamous warning to Bond is having the acid thrown in his face. Bond is released, meets up with 16's lover Erwin Wolf, and they go and chat on the Shame Lady, which is the boat, and 16 suggests Bond start smoking Moreland's signature cigarettes, right? Bond and 16 infiltrate Wolf Film Factory near Menton and become suspicious because it is heavily guarded and clean to produce Technicolor film, and later find there is a section of factory where they are producing heroin. So there's an infamous heroin scene with Bond, and Scipio injects him with heroin, which is crazy. And then 16 helps him by jabbing him, trying to drain the blood, and then trying to get all the heroin out, the poison, and it kind of works. And you get this out of his mind Bond destroying the boat by setting off fireworks, drowns the boat, and Scipio and his translator are drowned together. Well, the translator gets shot in the head and Scipio's just left there. They jump off, they get into the water. It seems like 16 is actually injured by something and dies in the water, unfortunately. And then Bond has to swim to shore. Case is closed, but Wolf got away. So M suggests he go and finish the business in America. When he goes, he sees Wolf already killed himself or is dead. And who comes out of the shadow again? Griffith, the CIA agent. He admits to everything, that he was knowingly in on it. He had to be to throw Scipio off, but Bond doesn't care. He's like, I'm gonna kill you because you put us through this. You knew we were on the boat, and did you know 16 died? And he's all like, is she okay? Bam, right in the head. Bond killed him. The characters seemed not described as well, and while there was intrigue, it was all more of a covert mission, which probably Horowitz, that was his intention, to slow things down and make them more exotic, intimate. I love the acid scene. That had my heart racing and made Scipio that much more of a character. You didn't know what he was going to do next, which was very scary. And the explanation of heroin, Wolf's malicious intent, and the heroin attack on Bond was panic-inducing. Again, the antagonist's death scenes were brief and underwhelming, but they got what they deserved. I only wish Bond got to finish Wolf. There were a few chuckles I had during the read, so Horowitz hits the bullseye with capturing the way Fleming explained details and threw in great one-liners from the characters. I say even better than Fleming himself in a way. Horowitz is campier in his approach, which I appreciate, and this book is more polished, refined, and sophisticated. So here is who I would cast as some of these characters that popped out to me. James Bond as young Daniel Craig, M as Judi Dench, Miss Moneypenny as Samantha Bond as Miss Moneypenny, the Duke from Resident Evil Village as Jean-Paul Scipio, Lena Olin as Madame 16, George Clooney as Erwin Wolf, and Udo Kier as Scipio's translator. So I enjoyed it. I am going to read the next one with The Mind to Kill, and I hope to update you on that one. Alright guys, thanks for listening and watching. Have a great day guys. Bye bye.